I can't even, I can't handle it. It's too
Emotional?
Yeah, I'm like, Taylor!
Taylor's the new Paul McCartney.
Right
Wow, she's singing like she knows how much money she's gonna make off this version.
Not a singer. She's not a singer.
That's
singer.
so cool.
All that and more today on Professional Musicians React. Welcome back to Professional Musicians React.
Do we still have to call you Mr. Katzman?
Yeah, that was in the contract, right?
Today we are listening to Taylor Swift. I am so excited about this session. I have a ton of respect for Taylor. She's one of the greats. She's one of the new legends in the making. And we're going to be listening to two recordings that are the same, but they are different. These tunes are from her album Fearless, which was released in 2008. But we're listening to Taylor's version, which is her re-release of these recordings after her music catalog was sold. She was like,
Go Taylor.
fuck you.
So badass.
I'm going to re-record them and put them out there. What a freaking statement to the
It's
industry.
amazing. Way to go, Taylor. We love that.
Okay, so today we are joined by our amazing group of professional musicians. We got Ryan Lerman, who's played with everybody from Ben Folds to John Legend, co-founder of Scary Pockets, played with Michael Bublé. We got Theo Katzman, multi-instrumentalist, drummer, bass player, guitar player, songwriter, plays with the band Wolfpack, is in the band Wolfpack. We got Ariana Powell. Ariana has been on TV, has played on SNL, Ellen, Seth Meyers, Graham Norton, James Corden, and played with will.i.am and Black Eyed Peas and everybody under the sun. And today we're talking Taylor Swift. Here we go. Okay, so I think it's important to stop here and explain why exactly Taylor decided to re-record her songs. We think of a song as one thing, but it's not. A song is actually two separate things. There's two pieces of intellectual property associated with a song. The first is the composition, the melody, the lyrics, the chord changes, the composition of the song. The second is the master. That's the recording, the guitar, the drums, the recording of the vocals, the master recording of the song and the way it sounds. Those are two separate things. And in the record deal that Taylor signed years ago when she was a young kid signing a record deal, the way it worked was she owned the compositions, but she didn't own the master recordings. So, a couple years ago, when it was announced that Scooter Braun had purchased her catalog of master recording, she decided, I'm gonna re-record my original compositions with new sounds, new drums, new vocals, new guitars. And since I own the songs, and since I'm recording these new songs now, I'm gonna own the full package, all of the intellectual property associated with that song. And then she went to her fans and she said, if you wanna support me, if you like me as an artist, listen to these. These are my version of the song. This is Taylor's version. Those are not mine anymore. I don't own those, I don't participate in those. These are mine. That is one of the most boss, badass moves that an artist can make. Fucking Taylor Swift, you are awesome. This is produced by Christopher Rowe, who's the producer-engineer, Jack Antonoff, who produced Lorde and Lana Del Rey.
Bleachers.
And he was in the band Fun.
Aaron Dessner is a founding member of the band
The National.
The National. That's right. That's right.
Stand up straight at the foot of your love.
One half of Big Red Machine.
And I still need this over time, 'cause I'm over myself, over the hill, I'm over the rhyme.
Alongside Bon Iver's Justin Vernon.
That's right.
Okay, she didn't alter much. She didn't really alter the lyrics. She didn't alter melodies. She didn't alter instrumental arrangements. So trying to be super
amazing.
super
It's
faithful.
like, no, I am going to record this.
She's gonna like recreate them.
That's so great.
Some of the things are different. So like what we're gonna do today is
Cool.
we're gonna listen to both tracks. We're gonna talk about what's different about them, what's the same about them. We're gonna give them a good close listen. Boom, here we go. New old version first. This is the original from 2008.
We were both young when I first saw you, I closed my eyes.
It's a great song.
Flashback starts, I'm standing there
She's a good songwriter.
Yeah.
on a balcony in summer air. See the
Oh, those toms sound huge.
party, the bar gowns. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know
The melody's kind of like Mr. Brightside.
that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. And I was
I love that melody
crying on the
twist.
staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All
That
those
harmony vocal is so low in the mix.
prince, and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes.
So I haven't seen the docs. You know, she's got the docs, the behind the scenes stuff. I actually haven't listened to a lot of her records. I know her singles. I think I might have heard this one, but I've not like ever done a close listen. But where I would say I identify as a Taylor Swift fan is in her consistent, I guess the only word for it is just leadership in the industry. I think of her as a brilliant business person, like from pulling her catalog off of Spotify to re-recording it when it gets sold for however many hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
She's like, I just like that she kind of has this, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do and I'm going to make it work for me. And it comes with this, that's where I
She's
would
a
say I'm a fan.
trailblazer.
Yeah, she's a trailblazer.
Yeah.
She's an innovator.
She did the Shania thing, kind of, right? Like where she was just like a country, like super young kind of town, and she just went for the home run,
Yeah.
and became just massive, which I feel like we kind of take for granted now, but that's a tough thing to do,
Really
to go
hard.
from this niche sort of country thing to like worldwide, like dancing, stadium act.
It's pretty hard to do that regardless. Yeah, that's like really rare.
She
Yeah.
did it.
She
Yeah.
did it.
Way
I
to
think it's
go.
because just even in her earlier career as a country artist, I mean, she just resonated so deeply with, women or girls of that era. And so, she just developed such a strong base of super fans with her music that
Right.
she's able to do that.
She writes all her own songs, music and lyrics for the most part, right?
For the most part, yeah.
I feel like that plus even her voice feels very Girl Next Door. Like she doesn't sing like Mariah Carey. She sings like a normal girl that's like writing these songs that sings in tune, but she doesn't have like a diva voice. So it feels like you know her, and it feels like she's so fiercely herself.
It's a persona and it's a nature. It's like she has this good naturedness about her. Yeah, it's not like this Taylor Swift's a singer. It's
Right.
like Taylor Swift is a human, this woman who writes these songs that so many people resonate with.
She's a singer-songwriter who became a pop star, but stayed a singer-songwriter. I've heard her pop hits too, and it's like they still feel like they have that personality in them.
Let's listen to the new version. This is literally called Love Story, parentheses, Taylor's version.
Wow, they got exact with it.
They got exact.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Pedal steel left
Yeah.
side, banjo right side.
Oh, vocals a little different. You hear her vibrato she's using now that she wasn't
She's
before?
a different singer now.
Yeah.
She is a different singer now.
This is super
There's a
cool.
lot less mids
This is kind of like
in the vocal.
she's a woman now. It sounds like a grown woman singing this song.
Yeah.
This is powerful. It's kind of hitting me
Yeah.
pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, crap.
It definitely feels bigger.
The mix is more full and more modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Taylor.
Much more
Now
high.
this hurts. Now it hurts. Why does it hurt now?
Tambourine. There wasn't a tambourine.
If it were me, I'd be going double time.
I think this is the shit.
Yes,
This is better, man.
She nailed it.
Man.
C-Rock.
She crushed it.
I mean, she's spent years singing that song to stadiums and arenas of people. You know, there's probably so much power behind that she's bringing to this recording that, you know, wouldn't have existed on the first one.
How old is she on the first one?
It was 2008.
So
Yeah, she
called
was,
it
I think she
post-John
was maybe
Mayer
19
version.
then.
okay, hold on a minute.
She was probably 19.
Okay, so it's like I feel that the song is honest from her.
Yeah.
It's honest when she's 19 as well. For some reason, hearing her sing that as a 19-year-old, I'm like, oh, you're singing like about a fairy tale love thing. But hearing a grown woman be like, I actually like am visiting and living in this feeling of like this sort of fairy tale innocent love thing that's a very young person's feeling, and I want that now as a grown-up.
Yes.
That hurts for some reason. That like
Oh,
hits
that's
so
interesting.
much harder to me.
I have chills.
I like didn't really believe it at first. Not that I know she was telling the truth. I just didn't, something about it, like hearing a grown woman sing that, I'm like, fuck. And there's like not a lot of riffing. It's like a direct
Yes.
singing style.
Yes.
And it's cutting. It's like I have this term for like bluegrass harmonies I call like glass cutter, where it's like you know,
Forward. Yeah.
no vibrato.
Right.
This isn't like totally that, but there's like a it's not, if you think about some of the, like think about Sheryl Crow. She's more of like a rock. There's like a grit to her voice, and this is like pure like glass
Right.
tone stuff.
She's singing like she knows how much money she's going to make off this version.
No,
I think she just knew she was gonna go.
But I think there is
me.
something about the artist's performance and the recording that is inseparable from the narrative of the recording that the public knows, right? Like when you listen to Elliott records now, right? You can't not think about the fact this dude was just on the last legs when he recorded from a basement on a hill.
Isolation pushes you till every muscle aches down the only road it ever takes.
And he was dying and he was shooting up and he was and it's impossible to not think about this poor crumbling person when you hear those lyrics, when you hear those songs. This is like the opposite. This is like, here's a person who was like, fuck you all, and it has this positive, uplifting thing to it. I'm not going to be able to separate that feeling from this recording now. When I hear it, I'm always going to think about that narrative of Taylor Swift taking charge.
I actually like the vocal sound on the original better. The vocal sound on the new one just sounds high passed above like
Yeah.
800. You know what I mean? It's
It's got the
But
new
the-
signal chain
it's like just top and
EDM
no,
thing.
and no
yeah,
middle.
totally.
But the feeling of it and the conviction of the performance just
and if you're
blows
not
it away.
if you're
to me.
not back to backing it, you're not.
I
gonna
mean,
notice it.
first thing I noticed, just like check out these waveforms. Here's the new one, square brick, volume
Wow.
maximized. Here's the old one.
Can we get some dynamics in this world?
Much more headroom in the original one. I think that's why the chorus hits harder
Yeah.
because literally
It's louder.
the volume
Yes,
of the verse
yes.
is low and then the
Yes.
volume of the chorus is high, and this one is
Yes.
fucking squashed to
Why,
smithereens.
why does this have to be? I don't
Especially
really understand.
since Spotify is volume matching everything now. I feel like we're
Yeah.
actually starting to move away from that.
I agree.
We're going back to dynamics.
We absolutely are.
Yeah.
Great,
Billie Eilish's tunes are not competing in the volume wars.
Right.
great.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're A-Bing. Original. New.
Whoa.
Original.
Wow.
Oh, it's so much brighter, the new one.
New.
I honestly also everything except for the vocal is more close and felt.
And the new one?
Yes,
The new one, I can hear the room a lot more.
exactly.
I can hear
There's-
the
I like
room was
that. There's an
recorded.
intimacy there.
Yeah, it sounds more live.
It's fucking tempo. Like, that's the new one.
I can't tell you how. Look how it's screaming. I didn't like.
you know they did this too when they were making it. They
Oh.
had the waveform in
Yeah.
there. They were like,
But
no,
just-
this is.
I can't even. It's too. I can't handle it. It's too.
Emotional?
Yeah, I'm like. Taylor!
begging
Don't you know we're filming this?
And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be
Can we get like 8 beers in here so I can just drink them very quickly and then we just start just
I'll be the
this is emo, man.
story, baby, just say yes.
Listen
Damn,
to that
Taylor.
snare sound. Listen to the snare. They nailed the snare sound.
Yeah.
It's like they fucking used a sample. Listen to this.
We probably use the same snare.
We keep quiet 'cause we're dead if they knew, so close your eyes.
I will just say, as somebody that has chased the demo for fucking 15 years,
That's hard to do. That's hard to do.
that is hard. Chasing the demo is a term that is used to describe the incredibly frustrating process of trying to replicate a sound that you achieved in a demo recording. But when you're in the studio listening to the demo and trying to get it just like it was so perfect back then. Oh my God. And then you spend 6 hours and then the next day you spend another 6. And soon enough, you've been chasing the demo for 3 weeks and wasting a ton of time trying to make something sound magical like it did previously. That is technical prowess to get the snare to sound that fucking the same. Just the detail orientation required to get a recording that close is incredible.
It's getting me so hyped, dude.
Factoids about
keep
Taylor
that.
Swift. What is Taylor's favorite number?
Pi.
15.
You're close.
Damn it.
Which one?
Her favorite number is 13. She was born December 13th. She turned 13 on Friday the 13th. Her first album went gold in 13 weeks. She paints a 13 on her hand before every show she does, noting it's really weird. In 2009, she commented that every time she'd won an award, she was sat in the 13th row seat section, or in row M, which is the 13th letter. She says her first number one single had a 13-second intro.
Dang, this is some seriously
She likes the 13.
Numerology, am I right?
way to go, Taylor.
Wow.
Keeping us new age adjacent. I
Okay.
like this.
If you had to guess who Taylor's musical inspiration was growing up, we already said it.
Shania Twain.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What do you hear about Shania and Taylor? What's the influence that you hear?
I mean, it's just that quintessential country pop female songwriter, you know. That also, I feel like Shania Twain also has that good nature, I think, that Taylor has.
Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby.
So we've talked a lot about production. We've talked about the old one versus the new one. Let's get into the actual song itself and talk about what works about it and kind of why it works as a song.
Yeah, I feel like it's so difficult to write a song with a small range, but it's awesome if you can. I mean, this is clearly a well-crafted melody, and it does stay like within a very small range.
That's kind of the deal, right?
Yeah, it's just
But the first time it goes to Juliet, yeah,
the first time
It's
it goes
like,
up to the 5
you
is the
feel
hook.
it, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, oh fuck, because it's just kind of builds tension, hanging around the 7 and the 1.
Right.
It's also just like that, like Moonlight Sonata thing. It's like, you know, like the it's just do 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 the arpeggio,
chords.
but it's the chords that really
Yeah.
make it and that make you feel something. So it's a similar thing, you know, happening
Yeah.
with the melody kind of staying the same, but of course everything underneath changing.
Right.
It's hard to with the old version, it was really hard to distinguish melodically what was what. I just felt
Yeah.
like it was kind of all in this zone.
I'll say one thing I noticed first, like right off the bat about the song is it plays between the 1 and the relative minor. In the chorus is in 1, the pre-chorus is in the relative minor. We got this thing. So pre-chorus is here, and the pre-chorus starts on.
All right.
You think of that as the relative minor?
Yeah, B. It's in B minor. The pre-chorus resolves to B minor. It feels minor, and then when the chorus comes in, it goes back to D.
Interesting.
You hear this as 6,
Well, I just hear it all as
as D.
Major.
as D because it's
Yeah.
if
But
it
listen
if
to
it
the
went-
tonality
if
of the
it went-
pre-chorus. Okay,
Now
it does
we're-
not tonicize the relative minor.
This is where we need to.
I hear what you're saying,
This is
though.
where we
I
lose
hear
the
what-
whole audience. It's like,
Listen, Jack.
No, I hear what
do you
you're
want to
saying.
take this
It builds.
outside? You want to take this outside?
Wait.
like,
Ariana's gonna back me up. Back me up. No, or maybe
Well,
you're
it
not.
is. It's just building because it goes like it goes 4, 5, 6, right? So it's kind of building there, and then it has those little passing chords that 4, 5 to bring you back to the 1. So it does feel impactful. It does feel like, even though we clearly are just kind of staying in the same key, it does feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it does have that feeling of being minor and actually like having this really impactful.
Yeah,
major
listen
drop.
let's listen to the pre-chorus one more time
Great. I would
because
love that.
I do think it feels minor when we get to the pre-chorus.
You were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet.
And goes to the 1.
And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo,
If you're gonna do that in a pre-chorus, the end of the phrase resolves to that B minor instead of the D. It feels minor to me.
I mean, that chord is definitely a minor chord. It just
Ryan's giving me the eyes
I think
like
the reason it
"You're
feels
full of
minor to
shit."
you is because
no. I love hearing about how you. I mean, it's not wrong. You're not wrong. I wouldn't think of it that way, but it's not like I'm right.
Like if I'm
I mean,
gonna
I'm
write
right,
a,
but
I mean, you're not wrong. Is what you're trying to say. I'm not wrong, but
if this is where I am, and then I go,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like we're
I mean,
home,
yeah,
we're
it's-
landing home. It lands home
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
B minor instead of the D minor. And yeah, she doesn't fucking like play fucking, whatever, F sharp
yeah,
major.
yeah.
You wanted her to turn this into some fucking Baroque
that F
shit.
sharp
Like,
7 in there.
here's Taylor. Taylor's new song goes like this.
Yeah, like she's like, ta-da!
C sharp half to min.
Right. If you say it's in B minor, that to me would make a stronger case for being in B minor.
One more thing I'll notice about the song, just interesting melody thing. Ryan's probably going to just say I'm wrong here, but whatever. Fuck it. I'll talk about it. You notice it in that chorus. She goes, "Ma better, ma better."
It's the
It's
the
the
first
sus.
thing.
She sings the 4 over the major 3, which I feel
Jack,
like
you're so right, man. You've never been more right
mark
in
of
your
approval for
Romeo,
Ryan.
You've never been more right in your
take
life.
me.
I gotta just go back to.
Hey Jude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He hits the 4.
Yeah.
It's a dominant chord, and he hits
Beautiful,
the 4
though.
on top.
Yeah.
But it's weird when you play it on piano like that.
It sounds
it's
terrible.
But as a melody sung, it's amazing.
Sing it. Ready?
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Is that the lyric?
Yep.
Take a sad song and make it better. It's
But
amazing,
he's
dude.
hitting the 4 over a major 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor's
Melody.
the new Paul McCartney.
Right
Wow. Wow. Also, I think in the melodic, the structure of the melody in both the verse and the chorus, it's so effective because
It's in D. Yeah. Yeah.
that's the melody for the entire verse.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
The chords are changing, so each time the same melody feels different,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is such an effective
Very effective.
compositional technique. And then when you get to the chorus, she's basically just repeating the second phrase, right? A different melodic phrase over different chords, right? So you have a unit of melody,
Yeah.
which keeps repeating, but the chords change.
But the unit melody is
Yes.
okay.
And then in the chorus, it's a different unit of melody, but it's the same technique.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's melody A or micro called a motive.
Yeah.
Motive A over 4 different chords.
Yeah.
So it takes on different textures for each of those chords. Then you have motive B over 4 different chords. Takes on different texture for each
Yeah.
of those chords, but it's a different motive. Okay, so Taylor Swift is kind of using this motivic structure to her composition. She's got this melody over the D chord. Ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. It's this 1, 2, 3 kind of motive. Ba ba ba. Now she's singing the major 7 there. When she goes to the chorus, ba ba ba, she does a 1, 2, 3. And it just kind of transposes it up a little bit, but it's still got this 1, 2, 3 kind of melodic pattern. And that idea of doing 3 notes in a sequence and then shifting it a little bit and exploring a similar idea, 3 notes in a sequence, but in a slightly different way, is using a motive, a motif, sometimes people call it.
I think the tough sell, human attention wise, they're so close, the motives, that
Yeah.
it initially is, particularly with the old version, I sort of couldn't tell. I knew that this was the chorus, but it wasn't landing in the way that I feel like often a chorus does because of how similar the melodies were. I felt like it was a little bit of a harder thing for me to hit until I heard the new version, and it's just so emotional that it would just I felt like I was getting hit over the head with a frying pan. Like,
Yeah, there's like a vulnerability to it.
way to go, Taylor.
That's the word for
Vulnerability.
for
Vulnerability,
Taylor.
man.
Yes.
It's the girl next door thing, plus the breathy, shaky vocal, plus I'm just playing my guitar. It's got this vulnerable quality to it that's
Yeah.
just so nice.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Taylor, we give you a 10 out of 10 on this one.
we think you're magic, you know?
Fucking badass. Keep it up.
Yeah.
So sick. Inspiring a generation of musicians to pave their own path, not let themselves be taken advantage of.
Re-record all their records.
You know
I
what? I'm
can't
gonna
wait to
go
go re-record my record.
first
I'm
record.
definitely gonna re-record all my albums now.
If you liked this, please leave us a comment. Let us know. Give us a suggestion for what we should react to next. We do new episodes every week. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see our future episodes. And we will see you next time. Adios. Goodbye. Later. There we go. There it is.